The Kabbalah and the Zohar are the fundamental books the most occult, magic, and satanic groups base their philosophies and actions on. Lilith's Cave is a Jewish folklore and mythological book that has plenty of allegories about their beliefs and practices.
There's a book that I had just come across called Lilith's Cave, which is a book of Jewish mysticism and supernatural, and there's a lot in that book that relates to what I endured when I was a child.
One well-known magician, Alpheus Levi, wrote in his book Transcendental Magic, quote, "All truly dogmatic religions have issued from the Kabbalah and returned therein. Whatsoever is grand or scientific in the religious dreams of the illuminated, of Jacob Boehme, Swedenborg, St. Martin, and the rest, is borrowed from the Kabbalah. All Masonic associations owe to it their secrets and their symbols." Acts 7:43. "Yea, ye took up the tabernacle of Moloch and the star of your god Ramphan, figures which ye made to worship them." The religion generally known as Judaism is not the Old Testament or Mosaic law practiced by the ancient Israelites. By around 600 BC, Jews had added the oral law, which is primarily rabbinic commentary, written down throughout the centuries. The combination of Torah and rabbinic law is called the Talmud. The Talmud has two versions: the Jerusalem Talmud, followed primarily by Palestinian Jews, and the Babylonian Talmud, which is considered by many to be the most authoritative of the two Talmuds. Just as the Synagogue of Satan are not the biological descendants of Israelites, and are imposters pretending to be Israelites, their religion only pretends to follow the Old Testament. Let me be clear, I am talking about esoteric because they follow the teachings and commentary of rabbis, not the Word of God. In Yahushua's time, they were called the Pharisees. Our Messiah said that the religion of the Pharisees was doctrines of men, not the law of the Old Testament. Talking to the scribes and Pharisees, Jesus said, "Ye hypocrites, well did Isaiah prophesy of you, saying, This people draweth nigh unto me with their mouth, and honor me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. But in vain do they worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men. I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews, and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan." Speaking to the Jews of his day, Isaiah says, "But draw near hither, ye sons of the sorceress, the seed of the adulterer and the whore. Against whom do you sport yourself? Against whom do you make ye a wide mouth, and draw out the tongue? Are ye not children of transgression, a seed of falsehood? Inflaming yourselves with idols under every green tree, slaying the children in the valleys under the clefts of the rocks." Isaiah references this black magic ritual and the fact that here the children are slain under the cleft of the rocks. This refers to the Talmudic ban against burying Gentile children. The playbook that every single occult organization splintered off of is the Kabbalah, which is Jewish mysticism. The Babylonian Talmud is to science what Kabbalah is to philosophy. The doctrines of this, and other secret societies are all rooted in this mysticism. Albert Pike, one of the most well-known leaders in the history of Freemasonry, said in his book Morals and Dogma that the source of the doctrine of Freemasonry and the Illuminati ultimately goes back to the Kabbalah, the Jewish book of occult knowledge. These groups are the ones carrying out ritual abuse and mind control. Those higher up in the hierarchy openly admit to worshiping Lucifer.